I think it's their right to challenge the outcome of the election that is disputed. There's nothing wrong in that. What I'm saying is that not only that people should expect that this judgment that will come should be fair and credible, but it must be seen to be fair and credible. Whichever side they decide to rule, the most important thing is that the institution of our judiciary is facing trial now, because people are losing faith in the court. That's why people will say, the popular saying that people are not using as joke, go to court. People even little thing they say, if somebody slap you, say, go to court. So they're joking with the court. So the court must find a way to regain confidence, because people are joking with them. And it's based on the action of some of the members of the judiciary that must have done things that were not noble. That's why people feel go to court is now a phrase for joke, cracking joke. So whatever they are doing, not just presidential elections, there's many governorship elections that did not conform with the provisions of the law. You saw, for instance, what happened in Nasarawa State. How do you, the name of the young man, the young man in the House of Rep, I think Honorable Bogado, yes. He won the election, landslide. Then one ward or one village was brought in the night with magic figures that is above the total number that is accredited. So things like this, when judiciary don't resolve it very well, so that everybody will believe that it was done, fair, then people will start using them as elements of cracking joke, go to court like it's a joke now. So because in Nasarawa, the women felt so bad, you can see they were naked for almost a month. That young man drilled over 1,500 boreholes in Nasarawa. So there was even no way he was not going to win. He empowered these people, get them access to quality drinking water. And they voted for him all around, including even Muslim-dominated areas, because people want good governance. There's insecurity in Nasarawa, there's poverty in Nasarawa, and then all of a sudden, the current governor was declared winner from a magic figure that came from one of the local government ward. And these things are not difficult. I've looked at the Beavers report. The Beavers report does not match with the total vote cast in that area. But somebody is governor. These are things that the whole world will be looking at the judiciary to resolve, so that you don't bring either ethnicity or religion into it in a way that a man who won, maybe because he's PDP, will be denied justice for somebody who did not win the election, or maybe because there's bigger interests that are representing, maybe some economic interests of people who are benefiting from the insecurity in Nasarawa. Maybe they are stealing mineral resources or precious stones, and possibly they don't want the young man, so they will continue to keep Nasarawa in poverty so that they can continue their economic activities. So these are things going to court is a constitutional process, and it's also important in deepening democracy. When you have elections, after elections you have litigations. These are things that, when put together, can make a democracy to be stable. If you do the election one way, but the judiciary is messed up, then people who win can still be robbed using the court system, and that destroys democracy and make people to lose hope. And that's why people can rob you now or slap you and say go to court like a joke, because they feel if you go to court, you come home with nothing. So they must ensure that these judgments are in compliance with the provision of the Electoral Act, in compliance with the provisions of what is required of the manual for the beavers and so on and so forth, so that people that won election don't end up putting their hope in the judiciary, and the judiciary turns to be like an opponent that robs them.